Okay, today is March the 13th, 2020. I'm going to try and do a much better job for you with the camera here. I am so sorry that I was too close earlier in my other readings and very also unsteady. I was just doing a reading, and I'm frankly really tired, of course, of reading on Donald Trump. It's the least, if you notice on my videos, it's the least favorite thing. He's a thing. He's my least favorite to read on because of the energy. But I know that right now we need to look at it. That's where I'm being prompted by my guides. I want to read on other things. Really, truly, the focus of my channel is to cover missing and murdered cold case people that have gone missing or have been murdered and there's a cold case. That's what really I wanted my channel to be for. And it is what it is for. It's more going to go more toward that after we get rid of this jerk. Anyway, in my reading, I'm looking at Donald Trump and I'm looking at America with regards, again, to this virus. Now, if you don't understand the tarot, it's very fluid. You might wonder why I keep going back. It's because things are fluid. The tarot doesn't just throw down things in stone. And so you have to go by what's trending. So do yourself a favor, if you're perusing tarot videos, learn about the tarot. Learn about it. Read up a little bit. Never in this age before have we had such access to information and so many people so lazy to educate themselves. All right. That being said, let's get into the reading without further ado. What I am seeing is this illness, this COVID virus for Donald Trump, end result, again, the Tower. It will be his undoing. He has prided himself in the past. Let me just move this, okay? He has prided himself in the past on having this stellar health, right? That his well-being and his money, and he is just, Mr. Healthy and Mr. Wealthy. Well, he's worrying about that, and he's going to worry about it a lot more in the very near future. He is still in a place of denial. That Knight of Cups, and it's a way that he has lived with just kind of blinkers on. But notice that we go from the Nine of Pentacles to the Four. That's a loss. That's a loss of security. His health and his wealth go to where he's just holding on to it in the very near future. That becomes something he hopes that he can hold on to. I think also his situation with how he has cut funding so that we don't have what Obama had put aside for such an event, and his wanting now to cut Medicaid from being able to cover COVID virus, he's going to cause a lot of deaths, and he's going to cause a lot of deaths among his supporters. That's the other thing I see here. His longtime, if we look at it also this way, his longtime supporters are going to shrink. Because I think as more of them lose family members or become insecure or have trouble getting care for this illness, for themselves or for other people, some of them might get a little angry finally. And that support that he has held on to, this health also that he has claimed is so great that he has held on to, will, at the end of the day, collapse. This is, for him, unforeseen catastrophe. Well, he was given notice about this. He took out funding that was meant to be there for it, or such an event. He's maintained bull crap where, oh, I have this great health, blah, 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 blah. And he has reduced the security for himself and for other people. He is not realizing that he's not just cutting other people's security, but also his own. I have been seeing this country getting into a state of complete rage about how he has mishandled this, inept, and this will expose all his fraudulence in a way that is not been done before, and in a way that will hit his supporters right in the face. Now, some of them, I'm sure, will maintain, oh, the Democrats are whatever. That's. I also get the universe showing me he's a fool. He's a fool. It's like, yes, I know. But I also see Ivanka comes up with, in regard to this, her card comes up again in hopes and fears. I'm sure he's hoping she doesn't get it, or that she'll be able to help him, or whatever. In his environment is justice. People are going to demand justice with regard to what he has done with regards, and hasn't done, with regards to the COVID virus. What he has done is criminal. Absolutely criminal. And what he's continuing foolishly to try and do is criminal. That's not an exaggeration. He wants to maintain denial. This is his attitude as of yet still. Very much in denial. No, 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 no. Doesn't want to act or do anything. Still holding into the near future. Trying to hold on to his lies. Trying to hold on and not be thrown out of office. And it's not going to work. The longer he waits, the worse it will be. The longer he tries to hold out and maintain, the more he's going to lose, and the more assured it will blow up in his face. So if you think this is being overhyped, you're wrong. You just wait. I'm really angry. If I sound angry, it's because I am. People in my own town here are stupid and think that this is overhyped. We still have the school across the street. I don't know if you can hear the kids outside a bit. It's still open. We have just started seeing kids that have tested positive as being exposed to that virus. Now, one of the things that's happening here is people in this town are saying on Nextdoor.com, I see far too many people saying that's being overhyped. It's just old people and the already ill, as if that's okay somehow, as if we're a disposable number that will be hardest affected. What they don't seem to get is when they try to go and get care for this, it's not going to be there. There's not going to be a lot they can do, and the hospitals are going to be overwhelmed. Like I've said in my other videos, they're trying to close the one here on the coast, which is the only one safe going into San Francisco or somewhere else further abroad outside of your peninsula area for treatment. And they've kept it open because of the virus. I hope that they will continue to afterward, because I'm telling you, we are not prepared for this. We're not. And if we're going to take it in the shorts, probably worse, because the likes of Italy has been smart enough to keep those checkpoints in place. and they've tested, and they've been on more on top than we have, because Trump took that out. And so things are not being kept up and current. So this is a very foolish sense of confidence that people are having in their own health as being well. Well, maybe your health is great, but after you've been taking care of sick people, you might get worn down and get ill and get a secondary complication, such as viral pneumonia in both lungs. Good luck getting, the medicine that you need. I hope that you'll have someone that can get out there and get it for you if you're a Trump voter, because you know what? This is going to be, seriously, a longer time, also a duration that lingers. And I think largely probably due to the secondary complications. Hopefully this thing will not mutate and go up to the next level. But I'm telling you, America, Trump has made us unprepared, and we're going to see it worse, potentially, than Italy. It's going to be bad here, and it has yet to manifest. And I don't mean to be an alarmist in the sense of I'm not here to cause panic, but I'm here to tell you, hoarding supplies not going to save you. Washing your hands with soap and staying away from other people that are exposed to larger groups of people, that's what's probably going to be your best bet overall. And that's not the best, because we all have a family member that deals with the public that we may end up having to take care of, or taking care of us, or whatever. And you know what? His measures in this nation are not going to be enough. Clarity. Here's foolishness. There it goes again. Look at the anger. This is anger. This is raw anger. Also, people being stupid. Not just Trump, but his supporters. There is anger about this. Look at this. This is his future, okay? This is his future. Now, he's starting to get a little worried now, but it hasn't really switched on, because there's a lot of denial here. But it will change, people. Judgment. And an offer or comes forth. I think people will make a judgment with regard to him. They're angry, and there's a proposal that comes forth, I think, for him to step down so he can be held accountable. What is challenging to him is news, is facts, and he's going to try to suppress or deny information that is accurate. Already doing it. So there's the reading. This is not going to work out in his favor. If he doesn't get ill himself, as I've said before, and I hope you're listening to my words and not just knee-jerk reactions. I've gotten some knee-jerk reactions to some of my videos, and it's just annoyed me. But what looks like to me with the cards is that he definitely is going to become overwhelmed with worry, and more secure, of course, about himself and being able to maintain staying in office and not having to face consequences. But that's just not going to work out for him. People are going to become very angry at how he has mishandled this and so many other things. And I believe a judgment is passed, and a offer comes forward with regard to him. Maybe it's for him to step down. This is about something here about also potentially being held, or this is confinement. And I think, yeah, he could go to prison or face some consequence that has him in a confined position. Now, that could be that he is hospitalized as a result of stress. It could be that he is taken from office and held in some kind of a secure facility. I keep getting that. And I'll throw out just that basic information there. There's a lot of emotion here. A lot of emotion about the quarantine issues, a lot of emotion about the facts that were held back, the money that was held back and kept out of access. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm just too angry. I hope that you and yours stay well and can access the care that you need in the future. And I hope I can too.